catching a fire.
With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. Outside, Brown. They kick it out to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Here's Brown, defended by Murray. In transition, here they come. Here's McCollum. And laid in to finish off the break.
Above everything else, McCollum is a scorer first. Even when there's contact, he'll find a way to finish.
Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
So it's Boston now. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Back to Brown. Pass to Porzingis. White for three. Second chance effort. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis now playing with passion, engaged on the offensive glass.
Now Murray. Three-pointer. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Brown for three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outside Olynyk. Williamson left side. Murray up top. From outside the arc. Out to McCollum. From behind the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Now here's Brown. Outside Porzingis. And the three-pointer goes. Porzingis has got 5.
Nice ball work there, and Porzingis finds his hands, and then the ball finds the hoop.
It's stolen by Olynyk. Pass to Murray. Out to McCollum. And here is Williamson. He's covered by Holiday. Now here's Murray. McCollum outside. Clock at 6. Williamson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Yeah, you're worried about Zion getting up and dunking on you, but you got to stay down on the pump fake. Skilled at using it, Zion will find his way to the line.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
OBA, he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's White. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
McCollum on the wing. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Back to Olynyk. Williamson outside. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And again, no good by New Orleans. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Right side Brown. And the jam by Brown.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Here's Williamson. Olynyk for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch? Now those big guys are everywhere.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
Here's Murray, following the bucket by the Celtics. Three-pointer. Porzingis grabs the board.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And that sends Derek White to the free throw line. That one on Murray. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. New Orleans. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Pelicans trail by 5. And here's Alvarado. Down low. Out to the right wing. The three. Buries it from 3. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Holiday. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket.
17.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock.
Wow!
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Brown, that's good. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, BA, and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
6 to shoot. Pass to Messi. To the paint. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics with the lead. Alvarado with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. And he makes it.
And a steal like that, with the conversion, can really start moving things in your direction.
Brown downhill. Banked it in off the glass. Brown's got 8 points.
There's the attacking, aggressive style that Brown brings onto the floor. Give him a lane to the hoop, and he'll take it.
And there's a pick. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. Shot clock at 6. And there's a 3-second violation.
Celtics ball.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that time.
Alvarado with it. Now guarded by Brown. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Off the inbound. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to White. On the wing, Holiday. Operating inside. Porzingis.
Yeah, that's tough for the defense. Porzingis inside. I don't know who defensively is going to get to him.
And stolen by Porzingis. White with it. Outside Tatum. Here's White. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. The shot by Holiday, no good. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Alvarado. Takes a 3. Outside Jones. From deep three-point land. And it's Alvarado missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Pass to Messi. And here's Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Tatum from long range. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Williamson for 3. McCollum controls the rebound and the putback.
He makes it look easy. Zion just feasting on that second chance bucket.
Outside White. Pass to Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. To the inside. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Players wish they had that kind of lift off the floor.
Supremely athletic move. That's a highlight.
Maybe we should call the maintenance crew. He's trying to tear the rim off.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Celtics. They lead by 1. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. So it's Boston now. They lead by 1. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
Murray for 3. Counted from distance. Murray's got 6.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting.
To the middle. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Now, their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
Back to Brown, looking to end the run. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Even when Brown's shooting quickly, he's not rushing. He takes his time with his release.
Pass to Murray. McCollum outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside, Brown. Outside Tatum. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
For three, McCollum. Tatum pulls it in. Boston trailing. White for three. Here's Porzingis. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
McCollum right side. The three is up. And again, New Orleans no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Pass to Messi. They kick it out to Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. The Celtics with the lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Craig. Here's Pritchard. Back to Craig. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Murray to stop the drought. And he takes it up and lays it in. Murray's got 8 points.
So many tools at DeJounte Murray's disposal. The pick gets Murray free to fire that one off.
Back to Pritchard. This one for three. Messi grabs the board. Right now a close game in New Orleans. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact. Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
The three from Craig. Knocks down the triple. Craig's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Murray with it. 10 points for him. Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, BA, of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. Now, he's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all three levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And the Celtics in possession here. Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. Pass to Horford. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Pretty much an Al Horford staple right there. A polished player who has lots of confidence when he gets in that range.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's Pritchard. The three ball. Unable to get that one. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for New Orleans. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA.
42.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pass to Brown. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. McCollum taking his time here. Back to Murray. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
They kick it out to Murray. Shot clock at 3. Here's Olynyk. The rebound by Jason Tatum. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis not letting anything or anyone get in his way right now offensively.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. To the inside. And stolen by Holiday. Porzingis with it. Guarded by Olynyk. White. Good. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, and pressing.
Well, there's no I in team, but there is an I in Zion, and I see him getting it done.
To take the lead. Gets the three to fall. And it's a 3-point New Orleans lead. And neither side able to take control of this game.
Yeah, at this rate, it's going to come down to a photo finish.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And out of bounds, the Pelicans will take it. New Orleans leading by 3. Murray for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Outside White. Back to Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
And Porzingis at 7'3" doesn't just go through, he goes over contact.
Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there. And really, that is a tremendous shot by Holiday there. His team really has momentum now.
Back to Williamson. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Big-time shot from Zion Williamson. The big guy wants it.
And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Down low. Here's White. And stolen by Williamson.
Just a great play on D to throw him off the shot and force a turnover.
On the wing, Murray. On the wing, Murray. Outside Olynyk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Sinks the tray. Now it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
Olynyk getting a huge bucket right there. That was big.
Here's Brown. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now White. Williams grabs the board. 1:14 left to play in the fourth. McCollum outside. To the left wing. Picked by Williamson. Out to the wing. Back to Murray. There's the triple. Porzingis grabs the board. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Count the basket and the foul! It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game? You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Pass to Olynyk. They kick it out to Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now, and they'll go to the line. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that'll put him up 2.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
The ball's knocked loose. Ooh, stolen by Murray. McCollum outside. And he drills the triple.
Oh, man, the DNA test comes back, and there is a clutch gene. McCollum with the confidence to deliver.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And sometimes not just what a coach draws up, but who he has execute in these moments.
Timeout. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
Yeah, they need to stay focused defensively. A stop could win them the game, but fouling could lead to big trouble.
9 seconds left in the fourth. Kick out to Brown. Unloads. And so it's the Pelicans who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.